Okay, let's do some unit conversions. These are some of the most important kinds of problems you can learn how to do. They're just ubiquitous in science and math. They're about converting a unit of measurement from one unit to another, like feet to inches or kilometers to miles. In this problem, we want to convert 3 feet into centimeters. In other words, how many centimeters is an object that's 3 feet long? We're not really changing the object here, just the way we describe it, the units. Now the only extra piece of information we're going to use here is that there are 2.54 centimeters in every inch, and that's just given to you. Well, there are a couple ways we can do problems like this. We can convert one step at a time from one unit to another until we get to our final answer, or we can sort of chain it all together, and I'll show you how that's done. Now in the first method, we want to write down the unit we start with, 3 feet. And next to that, write a big empty parentheses, a big empty fraction. Good. And inside of that fraction, you want to put some sort of relationship. And the relationship we're going to use here is that we know that there are 12 inches in every 1 foot. And we're going to put this in so that the feet are in the denominator and they cancel just like this. And so we'll be left with units of inches. Now if I just do what the equation says, multiply the 3 feet by the 12 inches, I get 36 inches. Well, I'm not in centimeters yet, so I'm ready for another step. I start with 36 inches, and I write my big empty fraction. And inside of that, I put in the information I know that relates inches to centimeters. There's 2.54 centimeters to every inch, and I write that in such a way that I can cancel inches and that the last unit remaining is centimeters. Now just multiplying 36 by 2.54 gives me 91.44 centimeters. Now I can really do this calculation all in one step. I can sort of chain these steps together. I'll show you how to do that. We start with 3 feet and we multiply once again by 12 inches over 1 foot. And I can cancel the units of feet, and then I can go ahead and just chain on or just multiply on another parentheses, another fraction that's 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. Cancel the inches. Centimeter is my last unit standing, pardon me. And now what this tells me to do is just multiply 3 by 12 by 2.54, and once again I get 91.44 centimeters. Now let's do this second conversion. We're going to convert 1.34 meters into inches. And I'll do that 2 ways again. So the first way, we'll start with 1.34 meters, and we're going to remember that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. That's just one of the unit conversions from the metric system that you should know. So we'll put meters on the bottom of our fraction, centimeters on the top, so that the meters will cancel. And 1.34 times 100 is 134 centimeters. Now we can convert centimeters to inches, 2.54 centimeters to every 1 inch. And we arrange that so that the centimeters cancel and we're left with units of inches. And so now we just take 134 and divide it by 2.54, because that's what our expression tells us. And we end up with 57.75 inches. I'll go ahead and write that as 57.8 because 1.34 only has 3 significant digits anyway. The second way we can do this problem is just to chain everything together. Just do all this in one step. So I'll start with 1.34 meters, what I know, and I'll multiply by 100 centimeters per meter so that the meters cancel. And then I'll multiply by 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. And I've got that arranged so that the centimeters cancel and my only unit left standing is inches. So I get the same answer, 57.8 inches.